Hearing this evening, and a chase leads to the death of a Kansas City police officer with ties to our area. KOAM News at 10 is next.
An impeachment hearing will decide the future of Carl Junction's mayor as he faces allegations of workplace harassment. I'm Samantha Walker, and I'll have that story coming up.
Plus, multiple communities mourn the loss of a Kansas police officer killed during a chase. And new construction projects could mean new growth for the city of Fort Scott.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
An hours-long impeachment hearing has recessed for the evening with no decision yet on the future of Carl Junction's mayor. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Dow Quick. Carl Junction Mayor Mike Moss is embroiled in controversy following allegations of harassment in the workplace. The hearing, which began around 6 this evening, wrapped up for the night barely 30 minutes ago. KOAM Samantha Walker was there and has details.
A packed room at the Carthage Community Center as community members come to learn of the future of their city's government. The impeachment hearing featured legal representation for the city and Mayor Mike Moss, with City Council listening to arguments from both parties. Moss is at the center of controversy after allegations of workplace harassment. These allegations come from reported comments referring to female city employees as Steve's harem, a reference to City Administrator Steve Lauber.
Making these comments to someone else, how can I think that he could be my supervisor fairly?
An investigation into these allegations included employee interviews who claim Moss's behavior caused significant personal distress, strained relationships, and impacted their work.
To have everything I have done for the last nearly 20 years reduced to nothing more than his opinion of how I may have gotten my position was humiliating.
In July, following the investigation, City Council members voted to bring 4 articles of impeachment against Moss. The articles of impeachment say he's shown, quote, a conscious disregard for the proper order and discipline of the city, its code, and state laws as they pertain to the conduct of government. It goes on to say that Moss is not suited for public office.
It's demeaning to those individuals, and it's contrary to the protections granted to all city employees under your code. Violations of your code of ethics like this erode confidence in the government and do affect how your government is run.
At his impeachment hearing, Moss's legal team say he may have made these comments like Steve's harem and that it may have been in bad taste. But his team argued the comments have been taken out of context and blown up on social media. They go on to say the allegations made against Moss are not about sexual harassment.
What this is about is voter nullification. Those are the people who don't like the fact that Mike's in office. They feel that his interests or his direction was different than the city administrators and want him out of office.
Reporting in Carl Junction, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
That hearing is now scheduled to resume Thursday at 6 p.m. Yeah, it's August, but boy, it feels like fall out there. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy.
Yeah, it definitely does. We kind of call this our false fall because it cools down. It's late August, but we know it's going to go back up. We'll see 90s once again, but not the rest of this week. We also have rain increasing, especially as we get into late tomorrow evening, and then also into tomorrow night. Some heavy amounts of rain. We have 70s ahead, really for the rest of the week, which is pretty good news. We look fine out there right now. There's not much going on. Temperatures, they're going to drop back mid-50s once again as we go into the morning hours for us tomorrow. Now, we'll start to get a little bit of rain, which is going to increase. So this is going to be during the afternoon. It's not a big deal. It's light, it's scattered, but heavier amounts of rain start to develop after midnight tomorrow night. So we're going to break this down for you, all coming up here in just a bit.
All right, we'll catch you in a few. A Kansas City, Kansas police officer with ties to this area has died in the line of duty. And now a suspect is in custody accused of intentionally hitting him with a truck. The fallen officer is 26-year-old Hunter Simoncic. He's a graduate of Pittsburgh State University from Galesburg, Kansas. Simoncic had formerly worked at the Southeast Kansas Regional Juvenile Detention Center in Girard. He'd been with the KCK Police Department for nearly 2 years. Investigators say a chase began after KCK police responded to a call of shots fired early this morning. Police approached a suspect in a truck who drove away. Authorities say as Simoncic deployed stop sticks, the driver drove toward the officer and struck him, then continued fleeing. Simoncic was pronounced dead in a hospital.
This was a situation that we do across the metro thousands of times a year, deploying stop sticks. And this individual felt the need to run Hunter down and kill him. And that is not a vehicle accident. This was an intentional act of homicide on a police officer.
The suspect is this man, 31-year-old Dennis Mitchell III of Kansas City, Kansas. He eventually crashed and officers arrested him on suspicion of a number of crimes, including first-degree murder. Big changes are on the horizon for Fort Scott. Very soon, the community is going to welcome a brand new medical facility, complete with a state-of-the-art emergency department. But that's not all. City leaders said they hope to secure funding to build 10 to 20 new homes, a move aimed at attracting more talent and boosting local business. They say it's one thing the community has been eagerly waiting for.
Something that Fort Scott desperately needs. We definitely need more housing, and I think in order to be able to just entice everyone to come to Fort Scott.
The development housing agreements and program that we've got going is really going to help developers come in and hopefully build houses for our needs.
The city hopes to secure grant funding for the project next year. The hunt for hidden history lessons gets underway during Little Balkans Days. That story is coming up. But up first, an Arkansas teen finds his forever home after a 15-year journey in the foster system. Dreams of a forever home may seem distant for some kids in the foster system. For one young man in Arkansas, 15 years passed before his adoption. Brooke Buckner has the story of Cozy and how he found his forever home.
Cozy, there you go. Family. It's something Cozy hasn't had in more than a decade, but that all changed Monday morning. Cozy was the longest waiting child in Arkansas foster care. His adoption into the Dietrich family is now finalized, and dozens of his new friends and family came to celebrate him.
Y'all, every single one of our waiting kids deserves a family. They deserve a community like is gathered today, and we are so grateful for each one of you.
Anna and Tim Dietrich say they felt called to be more than just Cozy's legal guardians.
The Lord made it very clear that we were supposed to all out adopt him. We're supposed to give him our name, give him our family, give him our whole hearts.
It's clear Cozy has a big support system, and it's something Anna Dietrich says all foster kids need. She sees it firsthand working for Project Zero.
Cozy's getting a whole crew today, and we're so excited. And that is what we want for every single one of our waiting kids. So until there are zero, let's start this up again tomorrow, because today we're celebrating.
Tiffany Wright, the director of the Division of Children and Family Services, echoes that.
But even as we celebrate this beautiful day, we must stay focused on the goal. Finding homes for other children who need them and the critical work of Project Zero. This adoption gets us closer to our goal, zero.
The Lord was going to have to make it clear who is ours, and He's just made it abundantly clear. Cozy is ours.
Their only child and star of the show.
First time we met with his team, they said they were telling us about the things that he really likes and toys that he likes, and they really focused in on the star. And so for some reason, that's kind of become our banner for him is a star, which is why he's wearing stars. And she's got a star necklace and star toys.
Shining bright alongside his new family.
Happy ending for everyone. A Webb City WIC program gets a helping hand from 100 women. The Jasper Newton 100 Women Who Care chapter was at King Jack Park today to award nearly $5,000 to the Webb City Farmers Market WIC program. The program provides $10 off at the farmers market to those in the program. The donation will also help vendors and farmers selling at the markets.
This is the second time we have given to the farmers market, and what brings us here is the WIC program. you know what, we understand that these people are going to really be struggling this year, so that extra $10 for them to use to buy produce or meats or any of the other products here is an immense help for them.
100 Women Who Care has chapters worldwide that regularly donate to charity. The Jasper Newton chapter started in 2018 and has donated more than $92,000 since. Little Balkans Days is a festival celebrating the rich history of the Pittsburgh area, and this year there's a scavenger hunt leading up to the event. People wishing to participate can download the list of questions on the Facebook page. Each entry with all questions answered will be entered for a drawing for prizes.
Part of it is it's a family experience, right? I was born and raised in Crawford County, so Dad could definitely know the answers from Girard. I had lots of little aunts, and my grandparents lived in Pittsburgh, so I grew up hearing a lot of that random trivia that at the time you hear it, you don't appreciate it, you don't take it in. But now as an adult, I go, oh, I remember.
The finished questions can be dropped off at Ron's Supermarket, the Chamber of Commerce, Toast, or Meyer Law Firm. They must be a paper copy. Our sports team heads to Chanute for a look at their football program there ahead of this season. Ryan has a preview a little bit later in sports.
Plus, we have pretty good chances for rain working in. We're going to look at that coming up.
At Casey's, we're too nice to say no. That's why we said yes to...
Well, it definitely turned out to be a nice late August day for us today. Temperatures are just fantastic across the region. Most of us, we went into lower 80s for highs, which, hey, we'll definitely take, especially this time of the year. Looking outside right now, it looks pretty calm, but we are going to have some rain chances really starting to increase as we go through the next couple days. Let me go ahead and walk you through times. Quiet tonight. We hit that dew point, so a dewy start during the morning hours, mid to upper 50s as we start. We are going to have a lot of clouds. We'll get some sunshine through the morning, but clouds continue to thicken through the day. Here's the noon hour. You can see rain increasing out to our west. Now, this is going to start to push in mid to late afternoon. It's going to be light and it's going to be scattered, meaning it's not going to be widespread. It's going to be very hit and miss through the afternoon into Wednesday evening. So any rain that falls tomorrow, we're talking maybe 1/10 of an inch, maybe 2/10 of an inch in spots. Fairly light, fairly scattered. Here's 8:30 p.m. I think high temps into the upper 70s. Now, after midnight tomorrow night, rain will pick up in coverage, also in intensity, especially our far southern counties, northeast Oklahoma, into northwestern parts of Arkansas. But look at the showers, thunderstorms increasing. So here's 5 a.m. on Thursday. It could be a little loud. Some of these could be a little bit stronger, not anticipating anything too strong or severe, which obviously is good news. Periods of showers and thunderstorms to kick off your Thursday. The lightest amounts by far are going to be in our northern counties, heaviest amounts in our southern counties. So rain will start to taper from northwest to southeast as we go through the daytime hours on Tuesday or Thursday, and that will keep our temperatures down just a bit. How much rain are we going to get? Again, northern counties, you will have the least. So I think most of us should pick up 1/4 to 1/2 an inch. Once you get farther south, now we're talking 1, 1.5, but there are going to be some isolated 2, maybe 3 inch amounts in spots. Rain chances really shooting up late in the day tomorrow night, and then heading into the morning hours on Thursday. 59 in the morning, 76 by noon. High temp, 79, but you can see those showers increasing late in the day. Great shot. This is our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex. Tower cam looking northeast right through downtown. Temperatures very comfortable, mid 60s, and our humidity is low. Remember last week, really all summer, we've been looking at dew points into the mid 70s. We're in the low to mid 50s, which makes it feel refreshing to pleasant across the region. The reason we are a little bit cooler, our dome of high pressure has shifted west, and we have this flow out of Canada ushering in a little bit more comfortable air across the region. And that sticks around all week, 70s the rest of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Holiday weekend, 80s will return. It gets a little hot as we get into Labor Day for the unofficial end of summertime. Enjoy the next few days. I mean, it's going to feel great.
You bet. The temperature is nice, and you could always use a bit of rain this time.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Doug. Still ahead, the Chanute Blue Comets enter the season with sights set on another winning season, and the Baxter Springs Lions are looking to take the next step in 2025. We're going to have those stories and more coming up.
Last year, the Baxter Springs Lions gained some valuable experience with younger players playing meaningful snaps throughout the season. And as the Lions enter 2025, these now veteran players, they're ready to win. A program philosophy that Baxter Springs has adopted the last couple of years is the acronym EAT, which stands for effort, attitude, and toughness. And over the offseason and summer workouts, this Lions squad has bought into the philosophy and shown up every day with that mindset to get better.
We want to win every day. We want to win the day, win the rep, whatever drill we're doing. It all starts in the summer. We're going to have 42 guys on our roster, and there was typically between 35 and 42 guys here every day throughout the summer. So maximum effort, everything we do, every rep, every play, we have a good attitude about it. Just play tough. We feel like if we do those three things, that the results, the wins, the losses, all those things kind of take care of themselves.
You got to be out here every day giving it all you got. I mean, you're not going to win games coming out here lollygagging around. You always got to have a good attitude. You got to go into the game expecting to win. You got to play hard, expect to win. You just got to be tough, mentally tough, physically tough. Football's a tough game. You got to be able to play hard.
The 2025 season will be head coach Jeff McCoy's third year at the helm. And after using the past 2 seasons to create the culture and set the foundation, the Lions are ready to take the next step and compete for championships.
Coach McCoy is probably the best coach I've ever had. I love him to death. He's helped me. He's helped all of us. Everything. He preaches brotherhood, so we all love our brothers because we go through everything together. And yeah, he's a great coach, and this team, it's gonna be good.
We've worked hard the last couple of years, but it really hasn't showed yet. We're ready for it to show this year. I think this is a special group of guys that we want to win so bad. We've been out here all summer working super hard. We're just going to show people that we've been working, and we're going to win this year.
Baxter Springs kicks off their 2025 season on the road against Riverton on September 5th. The Chanute Blue Comets are coming off a strong 2024 season that included a deep run into sectionals. And as they enter this year, they're focused on continuing where they left off, with sights set on a 5th straight winning season. Blue Comets coming off an 8-win campaign, and they're looking to replicate that success in 2025. But they're going to need some new players to step up after graduating 9 seniors from last year's team. The coaching staff's focus this offseason has been to prepare these fresh faces for the spotlight and to take on starting roles.
Last year we had 9 really good seniors that left, and it's just a next man up mentality. The kids have worked hard in the weight room and all summer long to try to get themselves prepared for this, and a lot of guys are getting their first opportunity, and we've just talked about making the most of it, and it's payday. It's finally your turn to step up and take your turn at the top of the depth chart. So we've just worked on working as hard as we can to get better every day and taking it one day at a time. And if we do that, we feel like it'll take care of itself.
Well, there's a lot of new on this Blue Comet squad. They have plenty of experience at one position group, the offensive line. Pair that with returning starting quarterback Chris Harding II. This Blue Comet offense is poised for another dominant season.
Offensive line, all 5 of those guys started games for us last year. They're big, physical, and they've done the work in the weight room, and that's just should be a really good group to watch this year. And our quarterback returns. This is his 3rd year starting, and he's thrown for over 3,200 career yards so far. So those are 2 of the spots where we have upperclassmen back that should make a big impact for us.
Chanute opens the 2025 season at home against Augusta next Friday, September 5th. We're less than 48 hours away from Pitt State football as the 10th-ranked Gorillas take on the top-ranked Bulldogs of Ferris State in a matchup that fans, they should get used to it. On Tuesday, Pitt State announced a 2-year extension to their home-and-home series with Ferris State, setting up matchups for the 2026 and 27 seasons. For head coach Tom Anthony and the Gorillas, these matchups not only generate excitement for the team and Pittsburgh community, but they also provide a boost to the program as a whole.
Now, when you talk about last year, this year, and the next 2 years for 4 straight years, to be able to open up what should be probably the premier game in all of Division II football, man, that just brings a level of excitement to kick off your season. And man, I wouldn't have it any other way. I think it helps elevate your program as a whole. I mean, it helps elevate in recruiting. I mean, that's such a great thing for recruiting, to be able to go out and tell kids, hey guys, that, like, this is the schedule we're playing. Like, we're going out and finding these types of opponents on top of playing the types of opponents we got to play every week in the MIAA, and then hopefully that keeps kids in your program when you play those meaningful games, when they get off the bus, when they walk down the Gorilla Walk and they're playing in front of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,000 people every week in those games. Like, that means something.
After winning at home to open the 2024 season, the Gorillas eye an upset on the road over the Bulldogs on Thursday. Kickoff is set for 5 p.m. Football week is here. Games, meaningful time is here.
Yeah.
It's been nice covering practices, but I'm ready for some games.
Yeah, Pitt State, boy, they have a daunting schedule early on. If they can run that gauntlet, they're going to be a team to watch for sure.
For sure.
We'll be right back.
Bagcraft in Baxter's.
It's been 2 weeks since classes started in the Girard School District, but tonight the RV Hatterline Elementary students, parents, and teachers were treated to games, face painting, bounce houses, and food vendors at the Back to School Bash held on the elementary campus. Bash lasted a couple hours, was sponsored by the RV Hatterline Elementary PTO. Girard kiddos started school back on August 14th. A beautiful evening to be outside enjoying that Back to School Bash tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And temperatures stay great over the next few days. 70s sticking around. We are going to start to get some showers tomorrow afternoon, some heavy rains in spots tomorrow night into Thursday morning, and the holiday weekend looking pretty good.
Yes, it does. Final sports note.
Chiefs have their 53-man roster set. Still some moves to be made with guys who might be going to injured reserve, bring some guys back who were released, but 53-man roster is set for now after what every NFL player hates. It's cut day.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's picked up off the waiver wires tomorrow. There will be some deals moving around for sure for the next 24, 48 hours. Thanks for joining us. Morning show starts at 5 a.m. Let's make it a great tomorrow.